Opa Gundam style, everyone! Welcome back to another riveting episode of Wow Cool Robot. I'm your co-host, Callie. And I use she, they pronouns. Fuck, I forgot about that.
And I'm Max. I use he, him pronouns. I have a diabolical headache because I spent all yesterday finishing Xenoblade 3.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
I really did. You know, watching the Gundam this morning, Gundam, I call it the Gundam, you know.
Yeah.
And
of course.
A lot of the shit they talked about in this episode is incredibly salient to Xenoblade 3, let me tell you. Kind of amazing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, not to get into the spoilers for a game that just came out, but like, it both Xenoblade 3 and Unicorn smack of, like...
ideology.
Hey, well, yes, it's a Takahashi game, but more specifically, it's like grasping your own future and like
I love that
the uncertainty therein. Like it's pretty good shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like I've just been fully Xenopilled as one does. And the best part is you beat the game and it's like, okay, cool. At a certain point, I just stopped doing a lot of the side content, so I still have a lot more game to play.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I put 130 hours into it when I got to hit credits. That's as much as I put into Elden Ring, but I completed Elden Ring at 130 hours. I am nowhere close for that in Xenoblade.
Xenoblade's big, then.
It's Xenoblade's games are very big. It's a real gamer's game. It's a game about number go up. If you see too many numbers on the screen at the same time, you become a new type. That's what I hope's going to happen to me.
Well, I've been playing trading card games.
Yeah, you were telling me about Chun-Li's Secret Lair earlier.
Okay. So many of you may know me for, it's me, Callie Marshall, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Extraordinaire. I've not played Yu-Gi-Oh!
A real professional.
I've not played Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively in months because the game is dog shit right now. So I've been focusing more on the other card games that I play. I play the Digimon card game, which is a lot of fun, and I've been getting back into Commander, which is a format of Magic the Gathering, where it's like a 99 card deck, and then you have your Commander. And I've just recently built a deck online. I need to assemble the cards for it, actually, where it uses Chun-Li from Street Fighter because she has a card in Magic the Gathering. Chun-Li from Street Fighter. And she's really cool because when you cast her, you can pay more mana for her and exile a certain amount of... and you can exile the same amount of fucking instants from your graveyard as the amount of extra mana that you paid for her. And every time you attack with Chun-Li, you can, if you have the mana available for them, just fucking cast the spells as much as you like. It's great. It's so cool.
Fucking... good shit, number go up.
Number do go up.
I say we get into it. We got some shit to talk about. Good lord, there's a lot in here.
It is a very talky episode today. Oh my god. You know how there's always like that one like little mini arc where everyone's just fucking talking and not much is happening? Well, this is like this, but things do happen. It's crazy. Unicorn's so good though.
It is. I'm liking it.
I should get right into third edition of Callie Can't Write short fucking summaries as we leap right into... I forgot what the episode was called. Hang on.
2 Worlds, 2 Tomorrows.
Yeah, 2 Worlds. Episode 6. 2 Worlds, 2 Tomorrows. 2 lone mobile suits, the Sinanju and the Rosen Zulu, push back the General Revel and its onslaught of mobile suits as it forces itself to retreat. The Sinanju's pilot, Full Frontal, awaits the opportunity to talk to the Unicorn pilot's Bangladesh links once more. On the Nail Agama, Bangladesh and Minerva talk about their experiences on Earth, and if they believe if Xeon and the Federation can work together with the box. Minerva chooses to believe that people are good, and they discuss the final location of the box. The Tri-Stars intercept an empty Garan Sierras and set off the explosives inside and blow it the fuck up. Bright is scolded by Martha, who chastises them for giving up the Unicorn and letting the Sleeves get away. Bright admits his plan backfired and explains the patrol police were removed for the General Revel's mission, letting them get away completely. On Earth, the Banshee Norn is loaded into a shuttle, now piloted by that no-good, low-life Freddy Marcinus. Zinneman watches over Marina recovering in the medbay. Flash tells him about the Garan Sierras before Zinneman reminisces about his dead family. In the hangar, tensions are rising. Takia tells Bangladesh about how he could improve the unicorn with the data collected on its fights. Mineva asks how Mikot is doing. Mikot is doing bad. Fedis and Zeons argue in the engine room, but it's broken up by Midas telling them to wind their necks in over that intercom. Frontal thanks Midas, who tells the captain the area of the last coordinates, the site where the Battle of the Loom took place. Otto confronts Frontal on why he wants the box, and Mineva, who is dripped out of her fucking mind, floats in asking the same thing. He tells the ship about his idea of a system that would let the space knights self-govern, called the Sideco Prosperity Sphere. Mineva tells him that it's fucking stupid, and then tells him that he's not the real Shah because he has no love for humanity. He agrees. Once again, he's a vessel for the masses. Bangladesh pipes up about Frontal being a heartless bastard and the bridge recalled the Axis shock, which Bangladesh claims he felt the light of in the unicorn. Mineva laments the Shah that she knew and reveals the location of the box, Industrial 7's colony Bethilde. The Banshee Norn heads towards the Revel as Already recalls his conversation with Alberto, who says the Vists have a tendency to kill each other, and that he wants them to bring Marita back alive. Bangladesh helps Marita eat her gross nutrient goop and tells her about ice cream, as if they're not at war. She tells them that to trust in the power possibility and to follow what he believes in. The Federation, people on the ship, start to arm themselves against the sleeves, but their ambushes they put out a distress signal. Zinnemann and Frontal talk in front of a massive mobile suit being built with no legs, and he subtly implies he's a cyber new type. Don't know what the fuck that was about. More Federation forces pick up the distress signal, which leads to a massive fight amongst the crew. Bangladesh heads to the Unicorn to smash up the Sleeves' mobile suit cockpits, but is intercepted by Frontal. Mineva and Marita and the Kshatriya try and fight back against the Sleeves, but Zinnemann forces Marita to open a cockpit as the Rosen Zulu fights back. Bangladesh manages to escape and get into the Unicorn, causing Frontal and Angelo to retreat. Martha talks to the Fedi officials as the Banshee gets closer to the Agama. The episode ends as a full armor Unicorn Gundam launches to fight Riddy one more time.
Pretty good. I had never even considered the name of Bangladesh. That's delightful.
Yeah. Do you wanna know how I got it?
How did you get it?
Remember those old Bazinga memes where it's like a bad thing?
Yeah.
It was like a badly made comic, and then at the end
we're gonna be calling him Zimbabwe next week.
Ah, can we actually? Let's call him Zimbabwe next week. Zimbabwe links.
So yeah, this one, it starts out, it's the same thing. It's Rosen Zulan's Nanjusha, but like we get the full fight scene this time. It is fan-fucking-tastic. Oh my god, this so rules. Good. Full Frontal is a genius at combat because he subscribes to the theory that of just don't get hit and you're fine.
Just don't get hit! He's like a Smash player, he's great.
It's simply his choice. He's like, why would I'm in a battle, I just wouldn't get hit and I'd be fine. They're like, oh shit, and everyone's just like writing it down. And, oh yeah, well, look at this. He's
just
a genius.
Not gonna get hit, it's gonna be absolutely fine.
And it's true. He kicks ass. I really like how the Sinanju does the same thing as a Sazabi, where like you store the axe in the shield so you can use the shield as like a blade to like cut shit apart. They're not fighting to kill, but General Revel sure is. But it doesn't fucking matter. Like at one point, Frontal like crunches a cockpit of one of the Rizels to like pop the escape pod out so we can use that Rizel as like a shield when the Revel shoots like missiles loaded with a bunch of tinier missiles.
Yeah.
And he does
that is a good thing that I noticed. Like they're not killing them.
Yeah, like again because they're trying to do that and then look at Zimbabwe and be like, you see, we didn't kill, we're good guys. Oh, it's great. I love when the Revel like disperses the Minovsky missiles that like fuck all the beams
cool.
up. So you see the Rizels flying in, but like their beam sabers are like
they're just really spluttering out and just not doing anything.
Just dog shit. And it doesn't even fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
Eventually,
it's so cool.
Eventually, they're just like, "Fuck this," and they just turn around and leave because they can't.
You
take
know
out
what?
These 2 suits.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm honestly so tired right now. They just get up and leave.
Right. It's like getting hustled. It's like getting hustled at like a fighting game tournament or something. Like some rando shows up and is like, like an off-meta character or someone you just like barely know about and just completely wipes the floor with you. You're like, "Fuck this! I'm leaving."
Yeah, they went X3 at locals and left.
And then at the end, Full Frontal's like, all right, now to talk to the key to the box. So he's going to talk to Bangladesh about this.
Bangladesh links, baby.
So we see this nice little bit of him and Mineva talking, and she asks him if can Neo Zeon and the Federation really work together when the box is within their reach? No.
Nah, mate. Sorry. Don't think they can.
It's
Not
this
gonna
nice
lie.
conversation about she saw all these cool new things when she was on Earth, and she knows how ignorant she used to be about the world, like how sheltered she was. So they both kind of like they both got this nice, they know more about the world now. Like there's more that they know and that they've seen. They're growing up. The kids are all right.
The kids are doing better, and I'm glad about that. Happy to see them. I'm happy to see them glow up.
Yeah, he does tell her the coordinates, the final coordinates, but like the episode card pops in, like he's like, as the final coordinates are, boom, boom, and it shows the episode, whatever. And then we see the poor Garancier. It's just like trundling through space. We see the Tri-Stars are chasing after it, and they're like trying to hail it, and it's not picking up. And Watts, who's the guy that Bangladesh fucking kicked into the ocean, is really
he's
mad.
So mad about it. He's like, well, the unicorn come out. You know what? I'll make it stop. And then just fires like a barrage out because he's in like this jester cannon. So he just absolutely just barrages the shit out of it and just makes like a big explosion right in front of the cockpit. But as he's doing it, we cut inside of the Garancieras. And it's just completely empty. It's like rigged with all these explosives. And then the ship just blows up, and he's just stood there just like, oh no,
I shouldn't be alive right now.
He's just traumatized. It's great. Yeah. So funny.
The ruse worked. It got some heat off the Nail Argama for a while, because they don't know the unicorn is there. I guess they still think the unicorn's on the Garancier.
Yeah.
We see Martha, who's like Skyping Bright, who's on the Rock Island still.
Skyping him.
She's fucking mad at him. She's so mad that he allowed the unicorn to escape, and he's just like, oh, I guess my plan backfired. But then again, don't you think it was strange the General Revel had to retreat even though there was no support because it was such a secret mission that someone from the civilian sector definitely requested Martha Vist Carbine? What do you think?
Yeah,
What do you think about the situation at hand?
Hey, Vist Foundation, why they get no backup whatsoever? Where was it, huh?
She's so fucking mad at rules. I love to see her get pissed off.
It's so funny. I love seeing her mad. I feel bad about like... I feel bad about dunking on her so much, but she sucks so much.
Maybe if she wasn't like a hateable creep, you wouldn't have to dunk on her so much. Maybe it's her fault.
I mean, there's later on in the episode where, like, Alberto says something along the lines of, oh yeah, she's trying to declare war on men, which is a bit weird. It was a bit of a weird thing to say, Alberto.
Alberto has his own shit that he's working through in this episode, too.
He's got his own stuff he's working through.
I think
so
Bangladesh might be the only normal Vist Foundation person.
Do you think he's normal? Dude.
What? Okay.
He's more normal than the rest, but he's still an abnormal creature.
That's true. I think Stardew Valley Grandpa's the most normal Vist. I think Siam is the only guy who really has his head on straight, because he just wants to take a nap.
Blew up a space station!
He's just neepy.
Fucked up. They're all completely messed up. They have tainted blood.
They're like the fucking Skywalkers of Gundam.
They're all just fucked up completely.
Just an absolute psycho family. I love it.
Yeah.
And she talks to Bryce. She mentions that like that fancy tapestry the Vist Foundation has. There's the white unicorn. There's also a black lion that like just didn't even come up until now, but I guess it was been there the whole time, and that's what the Banshee is representative of.
Yep.
And she straight up says like, yeah, if we can't get the box, we're just gonna blow it up. Gives a shit anymore.
Literally doesn't matter.
It doesn't even fucking matter. And we see Riddy heading to space in the Banshee. Don't like it. It's bad. I mean, the suit's fine. Riddy is the one I just...
Yeah, Riddy sucks. The suit
Get out
rules.
of there. Get out of there.
Get him out of the cool machine.
He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. We see Zinnerman. He's chilling with Marita, who's like comatose right now. Flast comes in and tells him that the Garancier is destroyed. The ruse kind of worked. And like he's, he feels bad that it was destroyed because like it was like Marita's home or whatever. And he just like talks about how close Marita is to everyone. They're all just like a nice family. I like it. I love the Garancier crew.
Yeah.
Zinnerman gets to do some cool shit later.
He does. But, I really quite like it. I quite like Zinnerman in this episode. I always like Zinnerman. Zinnerman's one of the better characters in the series, so I love a lot. But he gets some cool moments to do in this episode.
He's like in his mind, he sees Marie running towards him. And like we hear his original plan was to hijack this whole ship, but like now that he has Marita and he sees that she's safe, he's like, I don't care about it anymore. Like he's just happy to have his daughter back. It's nice. He's just a sad dad. They should make a PS4 game about him. Like every other first party PS4, it's the sad dad machine.
Oh,
Zinnerman's gonna be in The Last of Us 3.
Oh, he's gonna be the main character, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna be Zinnerman and Rita shooting fucking fungus zombies. Okay. Ooh. This is the next scene. We see the hangar of the Nail Argama, and it's this cool shot of like you see all the Federation suits on the left, and like it pans over to the right, and it's all of the sleeve suits. It's a metaphor, I think.
I think it might be
one of the Neo Zeon people. I love just when they like say like their one JRPG voice line that's like expository dialogue, because he's like, oh, all the suits are standing up in this hangar. That's the way of thinking of someone whose soul is bound by gravity.
Yeah, they just say it like that.
Such a weird thing to say.
Say it like that. Like it sounds pre-programmed. You can't make this shit up. You literally couldn't if you tried. It's so funny.
He pulls out fucking Shar Asimil's quote book, just reads some shit from it.
It's the quote in his like Twitter bio. Of course, he's gonna say it as much as he can.
Yeah, Gravity Hater 69.
Yeah.
Okay, we see Takuya next. I guess he's just like one of them fucking main mechanics now. Cause he's like, hey, Bangladesh, I have some ideas
came out of nowhere, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like Mikot makes sense, like she's part of like the engine crew, but like I don't know why Takuya is the guy who's like, all right, I have plans on how to fix up your like super duper illegal most wanted mobile suit, and everyone's like, all right, yeah, do it. Strap a bunch of weapons to it.
Do it, dude. Come on, let's do it. Let's just let's duct tape as many rocket launchers as we possibly can.
100 grenades, 6 Gatling guns. Fuck yes. And they talk about like Mikot, she's not doing great. She's been very on edge since, her school was attacked. But whatever.
No, not just attacked. Since her school classroom was erased.
Yeah, since her classmates were unmade.
By a person who is on the ship.
That's right. Yeah, and Kshatriya is just like gone. Like it's like there. It's like no weapons. It's just
totally
like broken.
Fucked up.
It, like no funnels. It has one wing left. It's like missing a leg. It's like whole. It doesn't have like the cover for its escape pod anymore. It's a mess. And like someone's like, emergency. It's not actually an emergency, but like the main engineer is like this grumpy old man who's like sitting down in front of the engine room, and he's just fucking indignant. How dare these Zeeks be on my ship?
How dare they get them out of here?
It's like it makes. I mean, this whole thing is really cool. I really, really love this entire sequence of like Neo Zeon being on a Federation ship, because like everyone just fucking hates each other's guts so goddamn much.
The tension on that is just insane.
It's so good. Like, and it's not just like the engineer, because like the sort of gaunt, tall guy with like the short dark hair comes in too, and he like stands alongside this old man. He's like, yeah, fuck him, get him out of our ship. And even like Echoos shows up, and they're kind of off to the side, but you can like they're also like being assholes. Everyone's just being fucking mean. And of course, Angelo shows up, which makes the situation so much worse away.
Yeah, because Angelo just has, like, the most dastardly twinkish aura that just makes everyone around him accept his, like, emotional support linebacker, fucking, like, just completely furious and mad, just by his pride. I love Angelo so much. I love that he, like, clutches onto a rose, like, later on in the episode. That's a proper Mashmere moment, I'm gonna say. That is such a Mashmere moment. Just gripping onto it with the most vicest grip whatsoever. I love him so much.
I literally wrote Mashmere moment.
Yeah! I just love how pissed off everyone is when he's around.
God, he rules. And, he's just like, even though we saved the Nail Argama, we only care about the box's key. And, like, no one fucking, oh my god, it's bad. And this is when Minerva shows up and is like, Angelo, shut the fuck up right now.
Yeah, she just shows up and it's just like, shut the hell your mouth.
Down,
Get
boy.
out. Go away.
Shut the hell your mouth. Mikot is here, too, and she, like, confronts Minerva. And she's like, hey, why the fuck did you go to Earth for so long? What are you doing? Why are you back here? Like, she's pissed. Everyone's pissed. Everyone's so goddamn mad. And then the day is saved by my best boy, Otto Mitas.
Yeah,
who comes on
there
the
he
PA.
is. Everyone's favorite Filson is just like, I gotta tell you guys, can you stop fighting for like 10 minutes, my guy?
Oh, it's so good. He's so
good.
captainly. He's so captainly. He's like, hey, we're all in deep shit. We gotta work together to survive. It sucks. I hate it. You hate it. Suck it up. Deal with it. It's so good.
It's so funny.
He's on the bridge with Full Frontal, and, you know, he tells Full Frontal, I don't like you at all. I recognize that we need your help, but God, I don't fucking like you.
You suck. You're the worst. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bosh, didn't worry.
I'd hate me too.
I'm simply a vessel for how much you want to fucking beat the shit out of me. and what everyone wants me to be.
A punching bag.
You want me to be dead. I can't
right,
be that, but, you know.
God, it's so funny. And he says he'll leave. He says he's gonna leave once, like, they're able to meet up with the Rock Kylum around Luna. He's gonna head to the Shoal Zone, where the Battle of Loom took place, which is the next set of coordinates.
Yeah.
So, was that, I couldn't tell, is Industrial 7 inside that Shoal Zone? Or is that, like,
inside
false?
that Shoal Zone,
Okay,
yes.
alright. Okay, so yeah.
So,
like,
they managed to graft the vague area of the final coordinates, but it was such a big area, they couldn't quite get exactly where it was.
Yeah. It's really funny to me that, like, this is, like, you know, presumably the best kept secret in the entire history of the Universal Century. And there's, like, it's like, you know, you'd think it's this entire, like, you know, Earth sphere trotting journey. It's 3 places.
It's like 3 places, I know.
It's 3 places, and one of those places is where you fucking found the thing.
Yeah. It's a big circle. They go in a big loop at the end of the same place.
They make a triangle. It rules. It's so funny.
They were right there.
They were right there. No, but you got to get the other coordinates. It's all in order. You got to. He can't spoof. He can't spoof his GPS like it's Pokemon Go.
I'm just thinking about, like, what's he called? Cardius. I love the idea of Cardius going like, "Aye, Frontal, what's up, lad?" And he's like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, right, I've got the box, right? This thing is yours. But I need you to go to the other side of the planet first and then come back. And then I'll have it for you.
Yeah. Do a little bit of a runaround.
And Infernal's just like, why the fuck would I do that? He's just like, it's the rules, them's the breaks, kid.
Yeah.
That's I worked really hard on this Laplace program to make you feel bad about the sins of the Federation and Xeon alike.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, well, I mean, we know. That's
we
like
wrote
the
this
whole
program
point.
to make you worse.
We literally kind of, yeah, we get it. And it's just like, nah, mate, get Cannon then. Go.
Yeah,
Go.
it's great. This
I don't know why
thing...
I love the idea of, like, Cardius Vis having a really thick northern accent.
Yeah. Full Frontal exposits too that, like, since Bangladesh has become the Unicorn's pilot, the mobile suit has been exhibiting unknown abilities. It's like, we thought it was full of red soup, it's full of green soup, and we don't have nearly enough data on that color of soup. We've only seen it once before.
We've seen that precisely once.
Yeah. And, like, Otto asks Full Frontal, hey, what are you gonna do with the box? And he's like, you're the second coming of Char. I don't think Char Asimov would just be okay with bringing back Xeon and leaving it at that. And this is when Maneva walks in, like, her full Xeon princess garb.
Oh, she looks so good. I stood up and cheered.
Yes, it's so good. And she holds up, like, the giant cancel culture microphone to Full Frontal's face. And she's like, yeah, hey, what are you gonna do with the box? Can you tell us all, please? It's so fucking great.
It's like switching, like, the intercom on as well.
Yes, it's so good. And then he says something that makes sense, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not great, but, like, it's the most sense any Xeon plan has made in quite some time. Because basically, he says, the box, you know, it's Space Noids Unite, you have an only thing to lose but your chains, basically. because there's I think 10 billion people total, 2 billion on Earth, 8 billion in space. And he talks about how the space noids want to self-rule, but if they did, the Earth Federation and the Earth itself would be fucked because, like, all of the production, like food, military assets, everything is in space, not on Earth. The Earth, like, just straight up cannot support itself anymore, and they rely on space. So, if space was able to rule itself, the Earth would be completely fucking boned.
Yeah.
So he wants to found this thing called the Side Co-Prosperity Sphere.
The issue with his plan, though, is it kind of... Yeah, like, making, like, this big, like, thing where all they just cut out the Earth from it will just lead the Earth to being restored sooner?
So it's like, he doesn't speak on what's going to happen to the Earth, right? Like, yeah, Shar Azmal wanted to drop a big stinky rock on the Earth, but, like, he outlined why he wanted to do that, because he wanted to get people off of the Earth so it could be restored. But... Full Frontal just doesn't take that into account whatsoever, and Mineva even goes like, okay, but if you leave the Earth destitute and angry at space, I think a 1-year war is just gonna happen, but in reverse.
Literally.
And like, it's happening again. Like, he doesn't think about his fucking plan. Like, yeah, I'm all for the idea of all the sides uniting and, like, you know, sticking it to the man, but, like, doing that and then don't kill everyone on Earth. Like, don't leave them to fucking die.
It's a bad move.
Like
you can make everyone. You can, like, do your best and try and make sure everyone gets, like, enough help that they need.
Yeah.
Or you could just flip which side is being oppressed. There's still people being oppressed if you do your plan.
Right. That's the thing. Like, he's not thinking past that point. And even, like, he talks about how in UC 100, the Federation's going to, like, revoke Xeon's independence, and it'll just revert to Side 3. And if that happens, like, they can't do their plan anymore for some reason. Even though everyone else would probably still know them nominally as Xeon.
Yeah, that is the Republic of Xeon.
Yeah, and, like, you know, Mineva just rips him a new one, telling him that, you know, Xeon Zum Daikun wanted to involve humanity together. And she just, like, Shar was a fucking lunatic. He just wanted to destroy Earth. I don't know what he was on about. But yeah, she just tells him, like, this is just, like, continuing the balance of power of just, like, the strong versus the weak versus the strong back and forth forever. Like, you're just going to make a 1-year war again. But, like, Earth is going to be Xeon, and Xeon's going to be the Earth Federation. And then Full Frontal tries to, like, deflect all of this by saying, well, I'm just a vessel for humanity's concerns.
He just completely deflects the point.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't what I want personally, guys. Relax. This is what everyone in space wants together.
Yeah, and this is when Bangladesh comes in and is just like, shut up. Shut up.
It's like, shut your mouth. What you talking about?
Yeah, he talks about, he's like, you can't be so detached from all of this. And he starts talking about the green soup, how it's nice and warm and happy, and it's the light of human memories. And then we get, like, straight up, like, a clip from Shar's counterattack. It's not reanimated, it's just, like,
it's
the footage from Shar's counterattack.
Yeah.
Of, like, the Jagans and the new trying to push back the Axis. And, like, you know, it's the light, it's everything. They're talking about the Axis shock, and they're talking about, like, the possibility of humanity, and the Federation wants to sweep that possibility under the rug. And it's just, like, it's so funny to me that how people in this show just consistently make decently well thought out plans and just, like, beef it at the very end and just forget crucial steps. It's just like, again, Full Frontal's plan makes so much sense until you ask him what happens to Earth, and he's just like, it's not my plan, actually. Don't ask me any more questions.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. It's all fine. Don't worry about it.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there. And she just straight up says, okay, well, whatever, fuck you, I guess. The final coordinates are at the Industrial 7 colony builder. And Bangladesh gets so fucking mad about this. And she's just like, the boy said the burden is too heavy for the boy. Just like, what? Why are you determining this?
Age!
Why are you like, you were just talking about how you both believe in humanity's future to be able to, like, determine for themselves the right path, and now you're like, actually, he's a little sniveling teen boy, fuck that guy. Like, what? I don't know why she did this. Maybe to just, like, get Neo Xeon out of their hair, but, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I really don't know why she tells Full Frontal where it is. I mean, presumably they'd be, like, keeping an eye on the unicorn itself and would follow the unicorn wherever it goes once they're in the shoal zone, but, like,
I think it may be a way of also just kind of pushing them away. Like,
Yeah.
if we think about it, if they knew the coordinates and they just weren't willing to tell them, then I maybe not frontal, but Angela wouldn't be above just torturing out of them.
That's true. Angela's kind of a little lunatic. These are all freak ass. We gotta get that boy out of here.
Get him out of there.
So after that scene, we see the Banshee Norn launching.
Yeah, Banshee Norn now.
It has more yellow bits on it. I don't really like... the unicorn is nice because it's just so clean. It's like one color, and you get that like nice, dark blue for the feet and the backpack. But the Banshee has this kind of clashing like yellow metal in addition to the gold Psycho frame that I think is a bit much. On the regular Banshee, it's okay because it's just like on the face and like the clavicle area. But then with the Norn, you have this whole fucking backpack that's like this bright yellow, and I think it's supposed to be like a lion's mane. And you can even see it has like teeth almost on the little gold mask when it's in unicorn form. But it's just a bit much. But all the weapons it has are fucking sick.
It's really cool. I really like it. I think the regular Banshee's a lot better than the Banshee Norn. Because it just kind of cuts a lot of that fat out.
Right. It's sleeker. It's more streamlined. While still being cool because it has the giant claw and it has a giant smart gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's cool. I have
the
both
smart gun's sick as hell.
I have both Banshee and the Unicorn as master grades. And they're not great kits.
Oh, man.
But they're cool to look at least.
My local like hobby shop has it has the what is it called? Perfect grade unicorn.
Oh god.
I want it so bad, but it's like £300.
The P Bandai right now actually has a listing for the perfect grade final battle unicorn that has like the 3 shields and everything.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, damn, it comes with the LEDs and everything, but it's also like $300. Ugh. But oh my god, my fucking P Bandai order shipped. I'm getting my Phantom Gundam this week.
Oh,
very excited.
Hell yeah!
I'm getting Phantom, I'm getting Crossbone X-Zero, and I'm getting Farsia.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm fucking amped. I'm gonna have a gunpla night with my neighbor.
With your neighbor, the rules.
Well, he's my coworker who moved in the same apartment complex I did, so we're like friends and neighbors. But like he's also into gunpla, so I'm looking forward to it. But Riddy, we get a flashback as Riddy's like going out into space, and he's talking to Alberto, who gives him like this covert mission to recover Pull 12 secretly. Don't tell Martha about it.
Don't tell Martha. Don't tell your mother. Don't tell your mother.
It's just, it's so like he talks about how like the Vists have such a bloody history, and it's like Riddy already got this talk from his dad. Like Riddy doesn't need to be told that the Vists are all like backstabbing lunatics because he already knows that. His dad already told him like, yes, I am Vist, just fucking like deleted your grandfather.
Yeah, you tried to say Stardew Valley Grandpa was normal. They haven't killed his grandson.
Yeah, well, who among us?
Among Us?
Stupid. But he basically kind of ends on the point of like, well, if you need to use a Banshee to destroy everything, that's fine. Humanity's headed that way anyway. Do what you think is best, King. Like, what you fucking... Alberto. Dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
He's not... everyone in Unicorn is just fucking crazy. I love it. It's so fun.
Creepy weirdos.
It's so fun. It's just like... I don't know. It's such a... I can't tell if it's a different take on UC or if it's just like UC amplified, but I just really like all of these like interfamilial factional politics going around. It's very fun. It makes for very thrilling TV.
Yeah, no, it really does.
So we cut back to the Nail Argama. Bangladesh has a knock on his door, and it's Marita. She's out of bed. She's doing fine. And she comes in and she's like, hey,
help me eat this. It's
this
gross.
Capri Sun fucking sucks. Can you please drink some of it for me? Oh, it's so cute.
So good.
And it's like this scene. First of all, Haro is there, and Haro's like, and Banager, door. He's like, Banager, drink, gross. It's very cute.
I love Haro so much.
Beyond Toon World, my Beyond Toon World today is the voice of Haro, by the way.
What? Is it?
Yeah. And another character who's more important than Haro, but it's also Haro. And he asked Marita, like, he's like, well, this food sucks, but what food do you like? And she just has to think about it for a while because, she doesn't really know. But she says, ice cream, I guess. And he's like, oh, sick, there's an ice cream parlor in Industrial 7 I can take you to. Oh, we're in war. Aw,
Just
Beans.
like Paul.
Aw, Beans. Just like, oh shit, he's gonna get a brain freeze for her. Just like Paul. How nice. I didn't even catch that until now.
Yeah, well, that was the first, when Judo and Paul first met,
Yeah.
Paul made him take her out for ice cream.
Just this gigantic fucking ice cream. Poor guy got brain freeze. So sad. And he starts to like feel bad about how he like can't, it's hard to do the right thing in war and all of this shit. And Marita is just like, ganbate, Banager, just like do what you can, believe in your future, and that's how the world progresses. And she like gives him a hug and just tells him to follow his dreams. It's not as hokey as I'm making it sound. It's like a very nice conversation.
It's really sweet.
Mm-hmm. She basically tells him to just like grab your dreams, get in the Gundam, figure it out, man. You got this. It's nice. It's nice. I like that she's like his big sister now.
Yeah, I really like the dynamic that they have.
Yeah. We see she like as she leaves his room, she sees Minerva, and she like tells her the same thing. She's like, "I hope you can follow your heart too," and just goes off. It's nice. God, Marita's such a fucking cool character.
Yeah.
Next is this is great. So next is like Takia goes to some like dark side room in the Nail Argama with like a crate full of fucking pistols. And Mikot's there and like the engineers there and just like everyone who doesn't like Zeon being on the ship, and they're getting ready to like force him out. But of course the door opens and like all the guards are knocked out, and Angelo and a bunch of other guys are there with guns too. It seems bad. I think maybe provoking Neo Zeon like this is not going to end well, but that's just my assumption.
It might, taunting bears is kind of bad. Taunting like revolutionary forces is kind of worse.
Yeah. Oh god. We cut over to the Rue Lula, and this is a scene that's a little bit reminiscent of a scene from the first Gundam series a bit.
Oh, a little bit.
It's Zinnerman in full frontal looking at... Well, you can't see it. It's a big mobile armor, but Zinnerman's like, it doesn't have any legs. And the last time I heard something like that, that was the Zeong.
Yeah. Except this is much bigger.
Yeah, you don't need legs in space. You got a big thruster, and then you're fine.
And then he just looks over to, looks over to Zinnerman. Zinnerman's just like, oh, Shaw's kind of a weirdo, yeah? It's like, I'm not human.
It's a normal thing to say.
It's a normal thing to say. It's just like, oh, if Shaw was around these days, you think he would still be a whole dude? And then Zinnerman just looks sort of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like, because Zinnerman is trying to have, like, a more heart-to-heart here of talking about, Full Frontal's, like, wondering who taught Zinnerman to follow his dreams. Was it Bangladesh or Merida? And Zinnerman's just like, I don't know, I'm tired. I have all this hatred inside me. I'm just fucking tired of it all. I want it to end. Yeah. And then he's like, that's when he starts wondering about Shar. And Full Frontal's like, if Shar was around, he wouldn't be human. Just normal things to say to people. Good lord. So then, as the Nail Argamas, I guess they're near Luna, a Federation ship rolls up like a scout ship. And apparently the Nail Argama is outputting in a distress signal. That's news to us. But Otto is like, he's not answering because he's just like really confused because the scout ship notices that, hey, why are there a couple Zeon ships outputting Federation IFF codes? Yeah. That's not normal. Can you answer the phone and tell us what's going on? And Otto's like really afraid to do so.
It's like, fuck.
And this is when Angelo comes in and like turns the TV on and shows like the live feed of that engine room where like all of the dissidents are like tied up with guns everywhere. And he's like, hey, tell them to fuck off or these guys are dying. He's like, this alliance is delicate. This could spell the end of everyone if nothing's done for this. And Angelo like pulls a gun on Otto. And this is like, Otto just like fucking sucks up. He's like, you guys are fucking terrorists, and I do not negotiate with terrorists. This alliance is over. And that's when Echoas, like, springs into
Echoas
action.
just like, boom, smoke bomb, boom, cake, fucking, boom, gun, boom,
Rainbow Six Siege shit.
It sieges those.
It's so
it's
good.
So good.
Like, they rescue the hostages. They try to get into the engine room, but Angelo's, like, quick, or the bridge, but Angelo's quick thinking, and he like grabs a guy and like uses him as a shield and like kicks him away, and like he's able to escape and get into the hangar as Echoas like secures the situation. So we, as like as this happens, Bangladesh is trying. He's like running through the halls. He's trying to get to the hangar. And he runs into ECOWAS, and it's like, I guess whoever is in charge, I don't remember the guy's name, but he was like...
I think it was... I want to say, this sounds wrong. It sounds so wrong, but I think his name's like Rodney.
Let's see. I can look this up. I'm like trying to find... his name is Conroy Hogginson.
Oh, not Rodney.
Not Rodney.
Not Rodney at all. I think Conroy and Rodney got a little mixed up. My little noggin.
Similar enough. So Conroy's here. He tells Bangladesh, hey, get in the Gundam, fight for your dreams or whatever the fuck. Don't throw away the life Daguza gave you. And it's nice because like it was exactly what he was gonna do anyway. So he's like, oh hell yeah. So he goes into the hangar. But Full Frontal's there, who like grabs and puts him in a fucking arm bar. And he's like, hey, I don't need to keep you alive anymore. We know where the fucking location is. Like, we got the unicorn. Like, what are you gonna give us?
We can just get it now, bozo.
Yeah. Bozo fucking clown. He talks about how the only person he's trying to like once again like pull Bangladesh over to his side. He talks about how the only kind of person who's really able to act for all of humanity, like Bangladesh is trying to do, is an empty vessel. And he's like, hey, if you come hang out with me, you can become an empty vessel too. And you can like effectively fight for humanity. And like, we get the sense that Bangladesh is like starting to believe him a little bit. It's kind of like haunting shit because it's like, I don't want him to become a vessel. He's Bangladesh.
Isn't that kind of like the saddest thing you've ever heard though? Of the idea of like, oh, you need to become an empty vessel if you're going to fight for the good of humanity. Like that is harrowing.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's fucking freaky. But before you can like listen to him anymore, Marita is in her Kshatriya with Mineva in the cockpit, and she like pins down Angelo in the Roseanne Zulu. She's like, it has like a peg leg almost. It's like the inner armor of the Kshatriya's leg that's like left over. So she has it like pinning down the cockpit of the Roseanne Zulu, and Mineva like gets on the PA and talks about how Neo Zeon no longer needs Full Frontal. She's telling him, your idea of the future is no different than how the present already is. We just have to open the box and hope we can move forward past that. And everything seems okay until Zinnerman does a quick little heel turn here.
He does a little bit. I was so sad.
I got genuinely worried at this part. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I guess like Full Frontal really played up Zinnerman's whole like fatigue and tiredness and loneliness and everything. Because he just wants the fighting to end. He doesn't want to see his daughter get killed from all of this.
Yeah.
So he orders her to stop all this, open the cockpit, bring Mineva out. He talks about how he's like stuck with all this hatred and regret. And then Marita calls him father and asks if she can have her way just this once. And that like snaps him out of it entirely. It's so fucking good. You're my dad, boogie woogie woogie. It's just nice.
It's very sweet. It's a really nice moment because it's kind of what they both need.
Yeah.
Which is, the thing is about it is, up until now at this point, Marita has needed a master instead of a father. And now that she's becoming more of a person thanks to having those little interactions with people that she cares about, like Mineva and Bangladesh and just the rest of the crew of the Garand Sierras, it's like she realizes that what she needs is actually a father. Yeah. And I think it's really, really sweet. And as well as that, it's Zinnerman finally being what he wanted to be for Mineva in the first place, which is really beautiful. I really, really love it. I love that moment so much.
It's like they both want the same thing from each other. It's just, they're a family. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hears her say that, and he's like, all right, your final order, listen to your heart. And then like a little fight breaks out in the hangar, and like Angelo has this like fucking arm bit swinging around. He talks about how this is all humanity's fault, and we need a leader who's transcended humanity to guide us. And Bangladesh, responds by saying, shouldn't humanity's future be built by humanity, not whoever the fuck Full Frontal is?
Yeah. Not by empty vessels.
Yeah, and the unicorns and the Kshatriya psychoframes are glowing. But like Full Frontal just has Angelo retreat. It's fine. He's like, it'll be a race from here on out. And And so they're gone, and like we cut back to Earth. We see Martha, who's like she's in like I guess she's in the Earth Federation headquarters because she goes and she talks to Ronan, and she's like, "Hey, I have a proposal for you." Right? Ronan's the leader of the Earth Federation, right? Or like the chairman?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. And we go back. We see the Nail Argama. We see they're like spray painting the Gira Zulus with this like orange color to like denote that they're their units now, I suppose.
Yeah, it's great.
It's funny. And we see the unicorn is the full armor unicorn now, meaning it just has...
They put a bunch of guns on it.
Yeah, it has 3 shields. It has fucking 6 Gatling guns. It has 2 rocket launchers and like a shit ton of grenades on its legs. It's a lot. I have this kit. It's hard to build. It's just so much fucking weapons.
So much shit on it, yeah.
Weapons are always the most boring part of a Gunpla to build, and like half of the kit is just weapons. But there's like this nice moment, right? Because Otto gets on the PA, and he tells everyone they're fighting to let the youth of today decide the future. So they get to return from this mission alive with the box in hand and let the world face the truth. It's nice. It's, you know, very much feels like we're gearing up for the final battle.
Yeah, and then Riddy shows up.
Disgusting. It's the Banshee. He just he kicks some Jegans and Rizel's asses. He's like trying to hunt the unicorn down. And they like clash as the episode ends.
Yeah, it's great.
It's unicorn against unicorn. Fucking badass. And that's the episode.
That's it.
We definitely could have spent like twice as much talking about all the ideology, but like we also have a finale that's gonna be even more.
Yeah, I'm happy with this being a less
and a whole summary and everything.
Yeah, because we got like the whole summary. We've got like and we've got that narrative as well.
Yeah, which hopefully will help like reframe certain things, have more to talk about too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of content. Certainly not starved for it here. But before we close, I do have a segment.
I would love to hear about your segment right now.
It is time for Beyond Toon World.
You're going to love this. Trust me. Beyond Toon World!
Today we're talking about Stephanie Sheh.
Oh.
S-H-E-H. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Sheh. She was born April 10th, 1977 in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Ooh.
I think she's been active since 1999. But she's done a lot of roles. Holy moly. So starting with all of her Gundam roles, she was the voice of Maneva Lao Zabi.
Yeah!
And also Haro.
Yeah! Let's fucking go!
Yeah, so she's Maneva. She's Haro. She's also Haro in Gundam The Origin, which is really funny. And her only other Gundam roles are a really big one, too. She's Lacus Klein from Seed.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, that's big. Because she's like one of the main characters, from what I understand. Pink hair. Let's see. A lot of video game and anime roles. In the Legend of Heroes games, she's Estelle Bright, who's I think like the main character of all the Trails games. In Persona 3 FES, she's Metis. Who's like the other Aegis from that side story.
Right.
She was Akira Kogama in Lucky Star. In Little Witch Academia, she was Latte Jansen. She was Mamimi Samejima in Fooly Cooly. Remember that fucking show?
I never watched it. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm a little baby.
I mean, I watched it after the fact, and it was fine.
When did Fooly Cooly come out? Fooly Cooly came out the year I was born, so I kind of didn't watch that.
Right.
Because I was 4 months old.
In Pop Team Epic, she was Popoco.
I love Pop Team Epic so much.
It was really funny. I was looking at who was it? I was looking at a different voice actor who was Pee Me in Pop Team Epic.
Well, they have a different episode of different voice every episode, don't they?
Oh, okay. I watched it. I don't remember that much of it. I watched it like right when it came out, so it's been a while.
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite shows.
I guess she voiced Popoco in one of the episodes of Pop Team Epic, which is fun. In K-On, she was Yui Hirasawa.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever play Danganronpa?
Thank God I didn't. I watched the anime when it was airing.
Okay.
The first one, not the other one.
Okay, in Danganronpa 2, she was Mikan Sumiki, who's like the nurse character.
Ah, I see.
She was a character in Kill La Kill.
Oh, who was she?
She was Nui Harime.
No!
Yeah, it's a little sicko. A little fucking sicko.
Sicko mode! Oh, I fucking hate that.
In Gurren Lagann, she was Kinon, who I think is one of... Yeah, she's one of Keaton's, like, sisters or wives or whichever they were.
Oh, hell yeah. I think they were sisters.
Okay, I was like, were they wives or sisters? I couldn't fucking remember.
Nah.
In Legend of Korra...
Never watched it.
Oh, shit, she was Julie. She was, like, the assistant to one of the other, like, main supporting characters.
Right.
She's been the voice of Katana in, like, every DC superhero girls property, and there's been a lot of those lately.
This is Katana.
Yeah.
It would be wise not to get on her bad side. Her sword traps the souls of those she kills.
That's right. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 2 specifically, she was Suzy Q.
No way!
Yeah, isn't that funny? Let's see.
I love that.
She voiced a bunch of Fire Emblem characters, as like every modern voice actor does.
Any big uns?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In Fire Emblem Awakening, she was Tharja.
No way!
Everyone's favorite sicko dark mage.
Oh, I love her so much.
And she was also Kiel, who is Virion's daughter?
Kiel.
No, Kellum's daughter.
Yeah.
Kellum's daughter. Okay, it's been a while. In Fire Emblem Fates as well, she was Baraka and Sophie. And, of course, Rajat, because Rajat is just Tharja. Don't worry about it. In Bravely Default, she voiced Aerie.
Another game I never played.
Another sicko. Another cute little fairy. You play Sekiro? Shadows Die Twice?
No, I never did.
She voiced Emma, who's like one of the main characters. She's like this doctor who you meet really early on, who's like, hey, you have like dragon disease. And you're like, all right, cool. Better not die about it. And these are like these are the big ones. These are like the top 3 roles that everyone would like probably know her from.
Yeah.
A little show called Bleach.
Oh.
She was Orihime Inoue.
I never watched Bleach.
What? Oh shit. Orihime was was she his sister? Orihime, she's like the red hair girl. It's been a fucking while since I watched Bleach. I don't remember shit.
Something like that.
In Naruto, she was. Well, first of all, she voiced Sexy Jutsu's Naruto.
Best character in the show, baby. Let's go.
But she also voiced Hinata. And she's been Hinata in like everything. I like Hinata. She's cool. I'm glad that she got like respected a little bit more by Kishimoto as the series went on. But still not great because she's also. And at the end of the day, she's a woman in the Kishimoto series.
Yeah, she is.
But this is the main role that I think everyone knows her from. And I can hear it a little bit when I hear Minerva's voice. In a little show called Sailor Moon.
No way.
She did voice Sailor Moon.
Oh my god.
She's Usagi Tsukino.
That's big.
That's pretty fucking big. Yeah, she's like the main modern dub of it. Like, you can hear it a little bit. Minerva's voice is definitely a lot like lower pitch, not as like high schooly as Usagi's is, but like you can still definitely hear it.
Yeah, for sure.
God, speaking of magical girls, I my wife Katie she's like really been into Sailor Moon, and I finally got her to start watching Madoka yesterday. Oh
my god, is she gonna be okay?
Well, I've been and like it's the fucking prestige in action, because I've been telling her, yeah, you like magical girl shows, you'll like Madoka. We've only watched one episode so far, but like it is.
You gotta get another 3.
Oh, I told her you can't give up the show until you watch the 3rd episode. But it's already working so well, because she's like, wait, is Homura a villain? Because she's trying to attack that cute little QB, and I'm just like fucking clasping my greedy little hands together, like, yes.
Oh no!
Just falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. Madoka's a good show. Everyone should watch it. It's 12 episodes long. You have no excuse.
Yeah, you literally have no excuse. That being said, after you watch Madoka, you never have to watch another Gen Urobuchi show ever again.
No,
because they're all the
same. Just that one. It's just
every single one. I watched Kamen Rider Gaim, which is just Madoka, but live action with cool like robot suits.
Yes.
Except they stretch the plot over 50 episodes. And it doesn't work. And people like to say that it works. It doesn't work. I don't like Gaim. Kamen Rider Gaim's not very good. I'm sorry.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Bummer. Oh well. Say lovey.
People like to say it's good, but they're wrong.
And now I think it's time for Robot of the Week, if I'm not mistaken.
Well.
And I think is it mine? Yes, it's mine, because you brought RoboKai last week.
I did, I brought RoboKai. What's your Robot of the Week? Let's hear it.
I don't want to bring another one from Xenoblade, because that entire fucking series...
You have Xenoblade brain rot right now, you are allowed to. Don't feel bad about it. Oh! Before we... You know who didn't make an appearance today?
Who didn't make an appearance today?
Little baby Bazinga.
Little baby
Banana Links.
Little baby. Well, it's good. He was actually pretty mature adult today. He was pretty good.
I'm big boy Banana Links now. I don't like eclairs anymore. I still like the macarons, but I don't like... This is just turned to 2D gorillas. That was 2D gorillas right there.
I fucking love him. Yeah, he's Damon Albarn now.
It's me, David Albarn. It's me.
I got in Gundam, innit?
I'm in the Gundam. I love puppets. You know, Damon Albarn really likes puppets.
Does he really?
He does. He's a puppet fan.
That makes a little bit of sense considering the whole concept of gorillas.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your Robot of the Week?
I got it. It's the Machine Assassin from Xenoblade 3. It's a later game hero class, but you start getting attacked by these weird invisible robots partway through the series.
That's really scary.
Yeah, and then and you get one later, is all I'll say. But it fights with these cool fucking ether axes, kind of like the what the Sinanju has a little bit. They're these hand axes that burst out energy. It's just really cool. I like all the glowy bits. I like the cool red eyes, white mask head of it. It's cool, and it's technically a mobile suit. There's a pilot on the inside of it.
Yeah,
but it's a fun class. It's all about debuffing your foes, and you do more damage when you pop those debuffs off. So it's always fun. It's not the best class in the game, because the best class in the game is just what if you got 1 billion crit damage? And that's always more fun than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the Machine Assassin. I was able to actually find an image of it, unlike last time. So go me.
Let's see it.
I posted it in our chat.
Let me see. Oh, that is sick.
Yeah, isn't it?
Look at him.
Cool. It's cool.
Oh, that is very cool.
It's just,
what are those two little gremlins up in the top left-hand corner?
Oh, those are Riku and Manana. They're Napon. They're these little furry characters.
Harrowing.
They fight as one because they're just kind of tiny otherwise, but one uses a frying like a wok as a shield, and the other has a sword. It's great. Their class is called the Yumsmith.
The Yumsmith?
It's because Riku's a smith and Manana's a cook, so it's Yumsmith.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, Xenoblade 3 has some fucking killer characters. They're all great. And that's my Robot of the Week. So now, as we're closing, Callie, where can we find you on the internet?
Well, you can find me on twitter.com @Cowlie, COWLLIE. You can also find, can you ask me if I've done it? Ask me if I've done it, Max.
Have you done it, Callie?
No.
Beans.
It'll be done by the end of the series.
Oh, good.
I just don't know what is put in it to set it up, but you can find what will be the Twitter account for the book that I'm writing, Other Side, @Other Novel. You can it's down in the description if you want to get a link to that, if you want to follow an empty Twitter page that has nothing on it yet.
Give it time.
Give it time. First 3 chapters are ready. They will be available to read soon. Apparently they're pretty good. Max, where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter @MaxyBajillion. You can go to Pod of Greed Cast on Twitter to listen to my Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. You can go to Slappers Only Pod on Twitter to listen to my Video Game Music Showdown podcast. You can go to Noisepace.xyz to find this show and all my others and many more. And you can go to Wild Cool Podcast on Twitter to find this one. There's Discord links in the episode descriptions to come hang out with us. Post the gunpla you're working on.
Let us see them. I want to see it.
See it. And what do we always say to close these episodes, Callie?
What's bad?
Wow, cool robot.
I'll see you later, gamers.
Oh shit, we'll see you next week when Unicorn ends.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's ending already.
It's ending with 2 asterisks after it. Oh,
yeah.
Get there. Bye.
Bye.